Good afternoon, Board Game Geeks. Dada here from Summon Games, bringing you another look at what we got sent. We got sent a game. Hey, it's great. So, here we have Death Travel Fantasy, a 2 to 6 player game, ages 5 and up. Should take about 10-20 minutes, say 30 minutes for your first time playing. And it is a memory game. Now, there's different rules to this. So depending on how many players you have, it's depending on how many cards go into the deck. There's quite a lot. I think that's an advertisement for the new game coming up. So each card does a different skill, turn, action. That's the word I'm looking for. Each card takes a different action. Which changed the game completely. What's that one? Look at the 3 cards in the field. Okay. The idea is it's a memory game. You're trying to memorize what's on the table because one of these cards gets dealt to each player. And the idea is you're narrowing down who's who, pretty much. And the story synopsis, I'll give you that in a minute. So the more players you get, the more of these go into the game, making it more difficult or potentially more easier as it goes on. From what you can see of the art style, I'm quite liking that. That's gone very light, straightforward colours, and it kind of trickles up with the art scheme as well. There's one colour, and then we get a fade going on through it. The Bluebird. Genoro Battle Royale. So that's it. That's the game in a nutshell. The synopsis. There's no story gone. Let me read this one out to you. One day the characters are stuck in a fairy tale world and they wander into the world with doppelgangers. Find out who the real characters are and let's get out of this world. However, we cannot escape from this world just by looking for it. This game is where you play a memory game of cards and try and find the character card of your opponent. These score you points. It's basically of doing it. And it's a point scheme as well. You score more points, more players you have identified. You also score more points with some of the cards that you find. And obviously, trying to find it. Can't. Blind as a bat. Obviously, it's basically memory. I want to say it's like Snap. Well, it's a bit more in depth than that with all the actions you can do along the way. This was sent to us via someone who reached out to us on Twitter. So it was very kind of them to do that because they said this game is not here in the UK yet. And as for a very simplistic, less complicated game, then potentially Love Letter. That's the best way of saying it. It's like Snap meets Love Letter. We gave it a blast the other day and we were and on whether we got it right, but everything seemed to be flowing correct. And the point scores were very close, and the game flowed quite quickly. I think it took us just shy of 30 minutes to get it done. That was 4 of us playing, and we were just double checking that we were playing it right and the rules were all fine. But this one, easy. And because in the size, it's perfect for like hopping on a train, an airplane, a few friends, and having a quick play. And the cards, not gonna lie, the card quality is amazing. You've done well. I'd say like the back one seems to be either a continuation of this or you gotta put the QR code there so you can go check them out. Roommate Maker. That's them. Completely forgot your name. Sorry. Rule Maker L. Go check them out. These guys have done in creating a game. It's kind of like where everyone's going now. They're stepping away from these more advanced games and then dropping down to the basics and starting from the basics and then slowly building on that. And I think that's what we're missing at the minute. Everything just seems to be too complicated, and it's good to have very simplistic, easy games to play. Otherwise, you get bogged down with rules and more rules with rules on top. So yeah, go check them out. I'll show you the link once again. Go follow them on Twitter. Go give them some love. And I'm hoping they do really well for themselves. Really do. As I say, it's an easy game. It's one of my easiest reviews, this one. Is it worth getting? Yeah, if you can get a copy of it. Yeah, it's well worth the money. And I hope to see it on shelves in the UK soon. Even if it's just a quick import, it lasts a month, everyone buys it and it's gone. That'd be fantastic. But I'm guessing they've got to ship out a lot of copies to make it worthwhile. But I wish them all the best of luck. So that's Death Travel Fantasy, new memory game. They have another game coming out. Go follow them on Twitter. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.